Hello, I would like to make this little video just to give you some reasoning for research and why it's such a big component in academic writing. So let's begin. No matter what field you're going into, it is likely you'll have to write a research paper at some point. And doing research has often been a large component in academic writing. So why is it such a big deal? Well, first, we look at the limited knowledge that we have. Many of you are probably in your freshman or sophomore year, and so you don't have a lot of experience in the field in which you're writing. And this is where research comes in because it fills in those gaps of knowledge. Even grad school students are still acquiring more knowledge, and so they also have gaps. Professionals in their field who have been working for years also have gaps in their knowledge. And so they turn to research in order to fill in those gaps. Next is to enhance our evidence. So we might do our own research or our own experiments or our own studies, and we want to make sure that they are aligning with the studies of others. Therefore, we look at the studies of others to see if we arrived at the same conclusions. Next, we want to bring in reliable experience. So we want to look at what experts have done and what experts are saying within that field. This is nice for us because there are so many different arguments that are out there. We can't know everything, and so we lean on these experts more than our own knowledge. It also saves us time because we don't have to complete studies or experiments. We can rely on those that have already been done, and that saves us a lot of work that we would have to put in. And then one of the main reasons is it boosts our credibility. So our reader might be skeptical or our reader might be in agreement with us, especially through research that we can bring in. The more research that we can bring in that supports our claim, the stronger our argument is going to be, which improves our ethos overall. So where do we obtain that research? Now, I'm sure that many of you do research all the time. You go to Google, you go to Alexa, you go to Siri, you ask it all of these questions, and you immediately find the answers. And it's convenient. But in academic writing, we have to be a lot more careful. So there's lots of places we can obtain research, but there are some that are better than others. What we're looking for are academic databases. We are looking at articles that have been heavily researched themselves, that have been peer reviewed. So we have other experts saying, yes, this data is correct. And these should always be the ones that you reach out to first. Web sources, they can be written by anyone, whether they're true or not. They're often not peer reviewed. Sometimes they can be purposefully misleading. So we have to be careful with what we find on the internet. You may have seen this anytime that you've looked up information only to realize that it was incorrect. The main goal is to find the best information that's out there. If you have a question you want to know the answer to, you want that best information. So that's why we go to these academic databases, because we want to know what's right. We want to know the truth of things rather than just get quick and easy answers. Make sure you keep these things in mind when you're doing your own research. And it doesn't matter if you're writing a college essay or you're just trying to find the lyrics to a song. Consult a few different sources to make sure that your information is verified and correct.